makes a difference when what you do is not really work, it's a passion. My name is Nathan with Nathan Morgan Photography. I'm a wedding photographer in Studio City. A wedding day can be one of, like the best days of a person's life, right? There's a responsibility and a privilege, really, to be a wedding photographer. Because not everybody is looking and studying those two people all day, but that's my job, and so, so I can kind of share what that day felt like to them, for their friends and families down the road. People are going to look back. The pictures that you're going to share the most are going to be your wedding photos. I like shooting moments. You're kind of capturing history, but it's more than just history. It's, you're telling the story of the family. You're telling the story of, like this couple and like their chemistry and what they're all about. And so the photos for me are, go beyond just the kiss the bride. It's, like, let's tell the story of the day and of these families and of these people. I had a photographer in the back getting the picture of the bride as she was waiting with her dad, and then I was waiting down the aisle, and I looked to the side and saw the groom just kind of tear up a little bit, and I get a picture of that, which is, it speaks of like his love for her, how important that day is to them. Those little side moments are what I'm especially good at. Just seeing kind of how the bride is taking care of little ring bearer who's maybe had a rough morning and is wore out throughout the day, like that tells a story about the family, and they remember those types of pictures and what that felt like. A wedding photographer is there all day and is there like during the intimate moments. I try really hard to not be a part of the ceremony, but like a fly on the wall, and oftentimes I'll ask, was I good? Did you notice me there? Were there any distractions? And a lot of times people will say, I didn't even realize you were there. And so I take that as a compliment. So you think of like the photos that you've looked at of your parents and your grandparents, and a lot of those photos are from their wedding. And so I don't really think people before the wedding realize the significance of that and how, like these are not just some pictures, they're historical. And I take that as a responsibility, but not just as a responsibility, as a privilege. So throughout the day, we'll shoot several thousand photos. And at the end, we give around 500 pictures, select photos that we've toned and processed that kind of tell the narrative, the story of the day. We have a checklist that we go through and figure out what's important, what's not, what aunt is going to be there that you want to make sure we get, who flew in from Ohio or wherever, and make sure that we have those photos that are really important. We were there, as early as the bride will let us be there. We stay as long as it takes to tell the story.